Okay. I will tell you what I think of this, but I'll do that at the end. We've been putting it together. Cutting it is not like they show on the video. It is an I can cut drywall type X 5/8. It says to score. Let's just do this right in front of you. I'm cutting it twice because I know this is going to be difficult. And you flip it over, and that was a little bit of effort. Now, if you get real close, you're not going to even get that easy. As a matter of fact, when you do a rip like that, you can try to turn it over and you might be able to break it, but I'm telling you, this stuff is really, really hard, and you need to score it at least twice, which means that you have a trouble. If you don't stay dead on in, you could jump over and da-da-da-da. So what I end up doing is taking a pair of pliers or snips and bending it. Even still. And work from one end through, kind of putting the points about where the break is going to be. And you got a small rip like that. So, believe me, it's not like they show in their company video. It's not at all. It is very difficult to cut in comparison to what they say. So, next I will be showing you what I think of and the troubles I've had with trying to get the pieces to mate. If you look here, this little round piece right here and that little bit of area right there is supposed to stick into this, and it doesn't want to go like that. And if you notice how fragile that is right there, okay, so you end up having to tilt it up, which is okay, but before you put that up, you have to put the end in first, and you literally have to bow the piece in, and then you have to lift it up and slide it over and sometimes tap it in. That seems like pretty simple, but the issue is when you go around a doorway where you're going underneath that doorway, you have to lift it up and you can't. It's the biggest pain in the ass I have ever dealt with. I was spending 4 times as much labor trying to do this. So even still, I see guys doing it and they do a time elapse and hey, it's done. This is a typical house fixing type thing. It's some of the hardest I've ever had to deal with in flooring, exception of ceramic tile, but ceramic tile has got a better value. Next thing to remember is that if it's so waterproof, why do they spend half of your instruction manual and a lot of your instructions online explaining to you how not to have moisture on the floor? Okay, if you're worried about the bottom of the thing not being waterproof, how do you expect the water to run across here and go to the gap that you're supposed to have on the end? How is that going to keep water from going underneath? And guess what? Then you're no good. So it's not waterproof. It is not waterproof. I mean, it will not hold up. Second thing, and the one I keep hyping on is and staying on, is you notice that the actual amount of color is right there. It's less than 1/3 of my fingernail. If any of this gets scratched, you've got to take it all up. Any of it gets scratched, you're done. Okay? It will get scratched. And the rest of it's just going to be gray. In this particular shape, we might be able to get away with a scratch gray. But brown and all those other ones, you're not going to make it. And I'm telling you, this is not a good choice. It's quite high, and it's 4 times as hard to put together. It is fussy as all get out to put in. I'll show you some video of me putting it in. I don't like it. It's too high and too hard, too labor intensive. And I think if you look around, there's other people that say the same thing if they're being honest. I didn't buy it, and I will never buy this. It is the most frustrating flooring I've dealt with in a long time. So don't buy this particular product. I'll show you some more tricks if you get stuck with it or you're having to handle